Recording
Stop.
begins.
Yeah.
Internet, don't fail me
Out
now.
of shape.
You've worked so far this afternoon. Don't you dare crash during the fucking game.
Well, that's just gonna happen.
How do we benefit from it?
Alright, let's go, boys. Fucking go, squad. We gotta win this war. Game of time.
Game of time. Doo-doo.
That's just such a derpy animation. I forgot how goofy that animation looked.
What do you mean? This is a gritty and serious game. Nothing can be derpy.
That's what I don't like about this art style, is that it's not gritty and serious. XCOM's quite a gritty and serious setting.
I mean, look around you. Everything's. This is gritty.
No, it's not. Everything looks. I find XCOM Enemy Within's visual art style to be confused. That's how I describe it.
Everything's on fire.
It can't decide whether it wants to be gritty and realistic or cartoony, and that's my problem with its art
What's
style.
cartoony about XCOM 1?
What? The fact that everything is cel-shaded?
Literally, most of the community disagrees with you and says that XCOM is the more cartoony one.
Yes,
I don't.
yeah, but deal with it. I know I'm not the popular opinion, but it's still the thing.
He's the
How dare you have popular opinion?
I have my own opinion. Deal with it. I don't like
children, no. Stop arguing.
UFO Defense. I think UFO Defense is a better looking game than this. Deal with it. The pixelated 90s funny game is a better looking game.
Purple
That's it, for that
Mutons?
you to lose.
Oh wait, you think purple mutons are less cartoony than anything in this game?
Shut up. My opinion is sound.
The great flavored mutants.
Yeah, they're just purple guys. They even made an appearance in Enforcer because I was playing that for some reason, and they're still purple naked guys.
I still prefer UFO Defense to how it looks in this. It's also because I just prefer playing UFO Defense to EW.
Yeah, but you have to be able to defend an argument you make, and you're not.
I know.
You can't just say it's how I like it.
that's how subjective opinions work.
No, I asked what's cartoony about this, and you said shell shading.
Alright, this is the thing, is whenever I've complained about the animations of this game, people go, it's because it's not meant to look realistic, it's because it's meant to be cartoony. People have that argument. They're like,
I have never heard that argument.
No, I've heard the argument that, they're based off military propaganda posters. That's what I've heard in the past.
What is?
This game, apparently. Apparently that's the art style they were going for. Military propaganda posters. That's
Military
propaganda.
Oh crap.
Military propaganda is nowhere near as cartoony.
I
Well,
hear
some kind of.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
the ones that were like slap the racially sensitive term. That was cartoony.
You got the Disney animations about the World War, whatever.
Okay, that's like I'm thinking like propaganda posters though. Like
Yeah, but they were
writing
meant,
alone,
the
writing
game's
with
meant to
Hitler.
look like propaganda cartoons. That's what it's meant to look like to a certain
They don't
extent.
look like racial caricatures either.
No, it's just that's an it's not me who's trying to make that argument. That's the argument I've heard when I've complained about how the animations look in this game. That's the defense I've gotten.
Your argument's still not making sense. You can't just make up things other people are saying. I'm asking what you're saying.
Okay, what I'm saying is I don't like how this game looks, and I prefer XCOM 2 looks. Deal with it. Poo poo pee pee.
Did not say that.
Is Hyped recording this?
Yeah. All this is just all this.
Alright, everyone in the YouTube comments, please tell Aegis that he's wrong and he smells horrible.
Mainly the second bit.
That part is very important.
Yeah.
Don't like how this game looks. Deal with
You
it.
should wear some cologne every now and then.
Take a bath, stinky man.
Take a bath in the cologne.
How do you know how I smell? Are you next to me right now?
Yeah, actually I am.
I just turn around and just Ted pointing a gun at me.
Take a bath.
Always has been.
You have no choice.
But yeah.
Bath.
I think most of my opinions about EW is just because I generally just prefer prefer XCOM 2 in a lot of ways. It's just my preferred game.
Gamer time.
Game of time. I
In
mean,
my very
like,
biased opinion.
EW is jankier than XCOM 2. Everything takes forever. I don't know why it's so slow.
For me, like the thing that I actually visually don't like the most about this game isn't like the graphics. It's more the animations. For me, that's the thing that gets me. I don't like how stilted everything moves. Like they move like their characters in an FPS. You know, like when they get out their grenade, like they switch to their grenade, throw it, switch back to their gun. Like it feels jank to me. It doesn't look like how a person actually moves.
What do you mean I move like that?
Well, then you're trying to reenact your favorite video game character.
Wait,
I'm not.
the humans are acting like how you wouldn't expect humans to act, or
Yeah,
the
the
aliens
humans
stilted?
specifically. The humans feel stilted. The aliens look okay, but it's mainly the humans that I don't like. Their animations. It's
I don't
very
like-
hard to explain subjective opinions.
I don't
Just
like
like-
Valen's creepy face.
I just don't like this game as much.
Because
It's not a bad game. Like that's the point. The point when I complain about EW, it's not because I hate the game. It's that I don't like it as much. It's a comparative instead of a, oh, this game's shit. It's not. That's not the case. I respect what this game did for the industry, and I know that it's a very good game. It's just the sequel is better.
Seeker. No, not Seeker.
It's something worse.
Oi!
Hey, boy! It's a lot of health.
That is a lot of health.
Can I pull some XCOM 2 bullshit? Yes, I can. Very good.
Damn it.
Fuck. Just
You
a
can't
little bit of.
to XCOM bullshit.
No XCOM 2 bullshit there. It's just happy fun times. Oh, can he land a shot?
Mug-looking guy has died. How does it feel?
Oh, you attacked that guy.
I'm not very good at that. I'd say.
Oh, there's
Oh.
man.
Man has
Man.
appeared.
Let's see, can you clip my man?
I fucking backslip my the ragdoll done.
What a pretty
See,
game.
look, hype. You got it. You win. You
Credits
got
achieved.
1,000 extra points down the drain.
Yeah, just throw it away.
You could have put something else. That was only 900.
No, I
points.
couldn't. I could the most I could have afforded aside from that was maybe a sectoid.
Oh, no one posted my image for the Versus card. I guess I'll do it now, even though it's already started. That's why I made it for.
Ryuji versus what's Xander's versus card picture?
It's just Uber.
Mine
Uber
is
XP.
mine is featuring
Smack us.
Ryuji from Persona 5 series.
Ryuji's getting his ass kicked right now.
Ryuji? No, Ryuji is just saying for real a lot. To be fair, I'm not very good on this map.
Maybe you should
I think I've-
practice.
That's what they all say.
Maybe
I
you
haven't
should
won a
stop
single
complaining
game
about
in 5
animations
years.
and play the game.
I
Yeah,
am playing the game.
play the
I
game
can't-
you hate
but I
so
can't-
much.
I can't play the game right now.
3%.
That happens more than you
Okay,
think,
so-
apparently.
XCOM baby, that's.
Yeah, that happened
Yeah,
it happened in a practice game against
It's-
Hype and it lost.
Yeah.
the game. Oh, well, hello
That's
there.
the game
Mr.
saying, how dare you accuse us of having a crappy art style?
Yeah,
Take that, odds.
That's the game. The game is supporting me. The game agrees by making you miss every shot. Gamer.
What now,
Oh,
funny man?
yeah, I'm over alright.
Boogoo woogoo.
Oh well. How unfortunate.
gamer.
Big damage. 18 damage.
What I
Crit!
say.
You don't get that in XCOM 2.
Yeah, because XCOM 2 is a good game.
Yeah, what's the highest damage you can get? I guess I Deadeye crit from a sharpshooter
Yeah.
sniper.
I would say that. I would say.
Sonic
I mean,
enemy.
I have yet to. I'll give EW this. I have yet to play XCOM 2's multiplayer, but I think this game multiplayer works better because of its pre-made maps and stuff like that.
No. The fact that you know exactly.
Now you disagree. Now, as soon as I start praising EW, now you disagree.
No, it's because static maps mean that you know exactly where your opponent starts every single time.
Yeah, but
That's just the thing that.
in a 1v1 kind of scenario,
Well-
that means that map, knowing the map become part of the skill.
Yeah, but
That's
adapting
just-
adapting to
Yeah, but
the
it-
map is more
But
of
at
a
the same
skill.
way,
Positioning on us.
Julep just like you. That's why she's so good. She just uses the map spot. And that's how she's always able to beat you. Because she is the map.
I guess.
Still gonna kick her
I
ass.
guess we just have to agree to disagree with our
No.
views on XCOM.
No, you're just
No,
wrong.
there's that. You're wrong.
You're just
No,
wrong.
I think you're just salty.
You're stinky
okay?
poo poo man. You're wrong.
I'm not stinky poo poo, man. I'm right, and you just don't realize it yet.
You're
You
left.
can't just say like, "Hey, I don't like hot wings because they're deep fried at Wingstop," and then someone else say, "We just have to agree to disagree." I don't
Yes,
think
yeah,
that's right. I don't
Well,
think
too
they're deep
bad. We're
fried
gonna
at all.
we're either gonna agree to disagree, or we're gonna keep arguing for all eternity. Because I prefer XCOM 2 to this game, and there's nothing you can do to change my opinion.
Yeah.
Can I?
You can.
One-
You can have an opinion. It's the fact
one
that you're
game I have
stating
over
are wrong.
1,000 hours in, and the other is EW.
I'm in the same boat, but that still means you have to defend your arguments. I think I have more hours in XCOM 2 than you do. Actually, yeah, let's do a hour check. Who has the most hours here?
Me.
Let me boot up Steam and see.
I have 1,000 hours, just over.
Action Man might, but I might
But I
too.
play like lots of different games.
You rack up hours when you do multiplayer.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, sitting in the lobby tends to.
The
make a
most
lot
I've
of
played of
playtime.
multiplayer in an XCOM game is literally this tournament and practicing for it. That's all. I only just started playing multiplayer in general.
XCOM 2. I have 4,021 hours.
Mine doesn't
Jesus
count PS4.
Oh yeah, because you only just did the Cygate mission for the first time in on PC.
Anyone else can beat my 4,021 hours in XCOM 2?
I have more subscribers. than you.
Yeah, we have more
That's
subs.
basically what you're saying right now. Oh, I have more subscribers than you do.
I have only 126 hours at EW. I also played on console before I bought it for PC.
This is not.
I have like, to be honest, I have less. I have, like, I don't know how much time I have in EW, but I think it's like 100 hours at most. And even if it's more, I'd be actually quite surprised. I only played through EW once, moved on to XCOM 2, and then never looked back. Because XCOM 2 was already out when I got EW.
If only Chimera Squad had multiplayer.
What?
If only Chimera Squad had
Squad.
multiplayer.
I'd rather play UFO Defense multiplayer. Deal with it.
That's really long though and hard to do. I did it once and it was
Yeah,
weird.
you'd have to mod the multiplayer in for UFO Defense.
No, someone made it. It's called XCOM 2 Sides.
Is it? I didn't know that.
It's one side plays as you do the campaign. One side plays as the aliens, and they have their own tech tree. I wasn't allowed to play the aliens because it was harder, but that's what the opponent said. He introduced me to the mod, and then one side plays as the XCOM side doing the campaign.
Yeah, but that's campaign. That's not like a proper, like a skirmish.
It's still multiplayer. It's still versus.
multiplayer.
He still killed half my squad with
Yeah.
2 sectoids.
It do be like that. It do be like that UFO defense. I once had my entire team wiped by one sectoid because my rookies just couldn't hit them. They just refused to aim.
The UFO defense is really hard to play if you don't really read the manual or anything. Because I made like
you don't put the time in to learn how it works. Yeah, it's very difficult to play.
Because he's like, Ted, you're walking backwards. Ted, your unit panicked. He dropped his gun, even though it doesn't show it anywhere. Like,
I'm not gonna pretend I didn't like UFO defense when I first played it. Like, it took me a while. It took me a few attempts to play the game for it to click, and I actually really like this, and this is a fun alternative to 2. The thing is the reason why I don't like EW as much isn't because it's a bad game. It's more that it's not that EW is a bad game, it's just I prefer 2. I feel like 2 is a better gameplay experience. And I just prefer nearly everything that 2 does.
Look at that weird calendar.
And EW doesn't do anything different for me.
There's some different mechanics.
I don't your last mistake, to be honest.
What?
They're on the move.
The reason why I like UFO defense is that it's a completely different experience, which means it's worth playing to me.
Why is it so hard to kill this man?
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, fuck it. See, look, this jank animation, I just don't like it. The way they put the away and it just doesn't feel. It doesn't have flow.
Then bitch was killed.
I think it was